Okay, so we're going to spend today's lesson on just kind of introducing what arpeggiated picking is on the guitar and how it's done, some simple exercises to do. What you're basically going to be doing is holding a chord shape and then picking one string at a time, kind of across strings, while letting all the notes sustain into one another. It's a very nice sound, kind of flowing sound when you get it going. And it's obviously something that you've heard a ton in all styles of music. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to first have the first exercise that you can get in the PDF download from guitarlessons365.com. We're just going to kind of work on, we're going to hold an E minor chord shape, very easy chord shape, and we're just going to keep holding that while we do our picking patterns. And the picking patterns are going to try to be very simple. Just at first, just start getting you learn how to just go from one string to the next individually. The idea of what you want to think about when you're doing any kind of arpeggiated picking style is try to always be picking in the direction of the next string that you want to play, and then you'll have it nailed. Okay, what you want to do is practice this stuff enough to where your picking just kind of automatically does that. When you go, it always picks in the direction where you're going. It's very economical. But so you'll see in the printout that all the picking indications, that'll be the case. We'll always be picking in the same direction. All right, so let's start, in the direction that we're going to be going. So let's start. We've got our E minor shape here, and we're just going to work on going across two strings. We're going to go a downstroke on the 6th string, then an upstroke on the 5th string, and then do that again. So we have, all right, try to keep your hand nice and loose down here, your picking hand, and don't have the motion go too far, just enough to pick the first string and get over to the next string and do an upstroke on that one, just enough to pick across those two strings. You don't need a lot of extra movement in your hand, but keep it nice and relaxed. And then we do the same thing on the next two strings, and then the next two strings. So just see it as like little two-string groups. You're just working on learning how to what it feels like to go from string to string. And then the last two. So when we put that all together, we have this. So we basically just want to treat each two pair of strings as just like a little group that we just do our exercise on those two, then these two, then these two. All right, the next one, we're going to amp it up just a little bit, and we're going to go across 3 strings. Now what this is going to make you do is go 2 downstrokes in a row in the same direction, and then 2 upstrokes. Because if you think about it, we have the first string, the 6th string, 5th string, and 4th string here. I need a downstroke on that one. The next one I want to pick is going to be the 5th string, so I'm going in that direction. And when I pick the 5th, the next one I want to pick after that is the 4th, so I need to continue going down towards that string. So I have down, down. Now I'm going to pick the 4th string, but the next string after that I want to be played is the 5th. So that means this has to be an upstroke to go back up towards that 5th. And then when I pick the 5th, I'm going to want to go back down to the 6th string. So it's going to be an upstroke to get back down there. So we have. All right, now we're going to do that same picking pattern on all 3 string sets. So these 3 strings, and these 3, then these 3, then these 3, and then bring it back down. So we have this. Easy enough. Now all we got to do, the next step, is to do 4 strings. And that is going to require us to do 3 downstrokes in a row. So down, down, down. Then you get to that, our 4th string in the pattern, and then you come back up with 3 upstrokes. Up, up. So that's how you cross 4 strings. 1, 2, 3. So down, 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 up, up, up. practice these patterns just by themselves without moving them across. And then we can do like exercise number 3, which I actually do the pattern just once, I think. So we just do it like this on every 4-string group. Just practice it. So make sure you're just seeing those 4 strings together and do the pattern there, then the pattern on these 4, then the pattern on these 4. So it doesn't get all confusing. You just see yourself doing the exact same pattern on different groups of 4 strings. All right? The last little thing we have is an excerpt from a song called "Is There Anybody Out There" by Pink Floyd. It's on the wall. It's on the second side of the wall, I think. I believe. I don't know. But anyway, it's on the second CD of the wall. And it's an instrumental. It's an acoustic instrumental with some orchestra in the background and everything. So what we're going to do, and the whole thing is this arpeggiated picking style. If anybody ever wants to learn that, maybe if you put a request in, maybe I'll do the whole thing. But it's pretty short. It's only a couple minutes long, but it's really nice. But here we go. So we're going to hold an A minor the entire time, and we're going to put to use what we've just done. Now you got to just kind of memorize this picking pattern. It's going to be 4 downstrokes first. Down, 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 down. And then when you get to the first string, you're going to hit it with an upstroke because you need to come back down with 4 downstrokes. So you see how we had to do 4 down and 4 up because we're covering 5 strings. We had to do 3 up and 3 down when we were covering 4 strings. So we have down, 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 up, 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 up. And actually, hold on. Let's do the pattern like in the song. It actually goes, let me see here. What is it? Okay, we have that. We have that 4 down and 4 up. And then it goes through up to the 3rd string. So we have we're covering 4 strings here. We go from the 5th string over to the 2nd string. And we do that 3 down, 3 up pattern. Because of that, we're only covering 4 strings. All right, so far we have this. Covering 5 strings. Then covering 4. Then to end it, we will just do a downstroke on the 5, then an upstroke on the 4th. And then we would repeat that entire phrase. Okay, so I hope this gives you guys an idea of what arpeggiated picking is and some things you start getting and just getting used to playing, and then just start taking them to some other chords that you like. And just start creating your own little picking, just picking across the strings. It creates a very nice sound. All right, so please go to guitarlessons365.com and support the site, so I can continue making these lessons and make a request. All right, thanks. Bye.